big man balling. Absolutely incredible. How about Robert Saleh, the defensive coordinator for the 49ers, made a big impact on that side of the ball for this team. He's going to have a good plan tonight for Philip Rivers, the 44-year-old quarterback, making his return to the game. And he had to go up against that Seahawks defense in his first opportunity back. Now he's got the 49ers defense and Robert Saleh to deal with. But one thing I found interesting this week is that this wasn't just a decision that happened with Shane Steichen and guys at the top of the organization. Steichen really wanted to involve some of the players, so he went to his leadership committee. It's a group of players that a representative from each different position group, and he asked them, hey, what do you guys think about this? They all put in a vote, and it was a unanimous decision that Philip Rivers' return would be good for the team and give them their best chance at this point to win. They've obviously dealt with the adversity of losing Daniel Jones this season and some of the other injuries that have happened. You'll see DeForest Buckner return tonight, which is a big deal, but they all said having Philip Rivers around the building has provided not only the great wisdom, the leadership that he brings to the table, but also a lot of fun. And Zaire Franklin, the defensive player that was with him before when Philip Rivers was with this organization in 2020, said he knew he was back when he got Philip Rivers to say his first dadgummit. That happened the other day. So Philip Rivers has certainly made his presence known around this group. And when we turn our attention to this game and what we need to look out for, Peter, what do you expect to see out of Rivers tonight?
Well, you saw Robert Saleh in the arrivals. He's always someone that's going to be running the stadium stairs, and their defense has been great. They also are last in the league in sacks. They're not exactly one of these teams that's going to get after you and bring the quarterback down. That actually helps Rivers a lot, because if he could just sit in the pocket, get a little time, and make it a 7-on-7 and get a little bit of more time than he had last week, he could do some things here. But what are we talking about? This is going to be giving the ball to Jonathan Taylor, seeing if Jonathan Taylor can carry them, and if Rivers can make a few plays. I think it's an incredibly low-scoring game today, but I think Rivers at the home crowd and with a defense that's really not pass rush oriented, really not sack oriented, he might be able to have a pretty decent day and keep this Colts season alive.
Yeah, they're absolutely going to try to run it through Taylor. This 49ers defense, which is extremely injured, is dead last in the NFL in success rate against the run. But my question for Indianapolis is not if, but when they sell out to stop Jonathan Taylor, because that's what they're going to do. Can you beat them with RPOs? Quick pass game from Rivers over the middle of the field, going after those linebackers I just mentioned, who are obviously filling in for Fred Warner. It's a tall task, but it's possible.
Listen, this is a more favorable matchup than what we saw last week. Some of the things that the San Francisco 49ers struggle with defensively can obviously help Philip Rivers and the Indianapolis Colts, but this game has to evolve. The pass game has to evolve in some way. And it's no disrespect to who Philip Rivers is, how inspiring his post-game press conference was, but there has to be a different wrinkle. You can't continue to run angle. It can't all be screens. You can't try to hit the back shoulder because you can go one-on-one against the press. And so I need to see something else from this team, and they have to get under center. They were so much shotgun last week, and I just don't know. I don't know if physically that's something Philip Rivers can do.
I don't know about that. Yeah. The creativity is going to be key. I would say Tyler Warren getting yards after the catch is very important in this game.
Yeah, good point. And let's talk about the 49ers a little bit, Peter. I mean, we haven't talked a ton about them. They're dealing with their fair share of injuries as well, but Christian McCaffrey figures to be a key piece in this game.
Yeah, and he was outstanding the last couple of weeks, but so is Brock Purdy. Remember we were talking about Mac Jones earlier this season? Like, it's not a debate anymore. Brock Purdy looks great, and they are cresting at the right time. It's true that there's a great Seahawks and Rams team in their division. If the Niners win out, the playoffs go through San Francisco, right. And that's what we're talking about, and they know what is on task.
The cool thing about Brock Purdy that I love right now is he's playing with like a level of arrogance.
That's always been the difference he brings to this offense.
Exactly. Like, it's so much different from Mac Jones in that sense, that there's a confidence that he plays with, getting outside of the pocket, creating plays, not scared to hold on to the football and allow some of these receivers who have been banged up to make plays.
Anarumo's going to change the picture on him tonight. He has thrown some interceptions in the past when defenses have done that, so that's something you got to watch out for with your Purdy. Don't be fooled by this guy's coverage.
The last time on Monday Night Football, he threw a few interceptions. Could have been more.
And Lou Anarumo was absolutely phenomenal last week against Seattle.
That's your guy. All right, the Colts enter tonight with a 5% chance to make the playoffs, but that can jump to 10% with a win, drops to 2% with a loss. On the other side, the 49ers clinched a playoff berth, and the Lions lost to the Steelers on Sunday. Let's make some game picks. RC, you're first. Who are you going with and why?
You know what? I'm going with the San Francisco 49ers. I think they just have a little too much with the way that we saw Phillips struggle last week defensively, and they'll find me offensively, and we'll find some some ways to make plays.
I'm on San Francisco as well. I think the offense, the defense has their injuries and their struggles, but the offense peaking at the right time. Purdy played one of his best games of the season.
I think this place is going to matter. I think it's going to play a huge factor in this game. I got the Colts staying alive and trying to keep their season on the right track.
That means it goes up to a 10% chance.
That got to be the under 16 to 13.
Oh, look at Robert Saleh. We just saw him arriving all spick and span. He's already out here. He's going to, actually, that's not Saleh. There's something that I love even more every single time I hear that. Plates on plates.
Plates on slates.
You know, plates on plates.
Like Panda.
I don't know where to start.
Hey, that was a really good one.
Well done.
Oh, my goodness.
Still thinking about her, guys.
Yeah, Red Panda is living rent-free
That's a
in
bar,
Mina's
though.
head.
That's a bar, like Red Panda.
So good. Okay, anyway, who busted it up this weekend?
Kyle Manunga. Listen, let me tell you something, man. This man, we're going to have to find a nickname for him, RC. Tasmanian Devil, what you call them things that ain't scared of nothing, honey badger, whatever. But the way he did Xavier McKinney on this sideline, and look, I got a tremendous amount of respect for Xavier McKinney because he's one of the best safeties in the league. But this right here is how you bust that it up. And he would have kept going had it not been for some more Green Bay Packers running to the football.
Yeah,
Shout out to
from
Manunga.
one rookie running back to another, Ashton Genty. It hasn't been the year that the number 6 overall pick expected to have, but he had a day against the Houston Texans. Touchdowns of 51 yards, another touchdown of 60 yards, over 180 yards in total offense. And when you are on the Las Vegas Raiders against the Houston Texans, that's an absolute phenomenal day. Ashton Genty with a big one.
Sticking with the running backs, how about a guy people were talking about? Does he still have it like last year? Something different? This was a run that, hey, this is the Saquon you might see in January, guys. Saquon Barkley, absolutely fantastic on this one. Busted up, use his body, and then the touchdown run also. Spin, break, let's get in the end zone. You can't tackle.
Do we have an all running back busted it up?
We do not.
Okay.
Because I'm going to bring in a wide receiver here. Bryce Young was excellent yesterday, but so is Tedero McMillan, who cemented, I believe, his case for Offensive Rookie of the Year with another great performance, 73 yards and a touchdown. You saw the traits that we loved about him in the draft. He's not a burner, but he has late separation ability, excellent hands on the touchdown, and then on the back shoulder fade. Just so strong at the catch point. He has become the go-to guy for Bryce Young and is a big part of why the Panthers might get into the playoffs, y'all.
Oh, my goodness. I love watching him play. He's a really interesting guy, too. He told me before we had their game, he's like, I just can't wait to get back to Hawaii and get my poke bowls. Sounds amazing.
A simple
but
thing.
He enjoys playing ball, okay?
Simple thing.
Don't ever doubt that. All right, let's get back to some top stories here, bringing Adam Schefter back in here. And Adam, what do we need to know about Lamar Jackson's back injury?
It's a back contusion. Ravens head coach John Harbaugh said it's day to day right now. He's in a lot of pain, but Lamar Jackson was back in the facility today, getting treatment on the back in what is the latest in a long line of injuries this season for Lamar, who's battled toe, foot, ankle, hamstring injuries, now has a back injury to boot. We'll see if he can make it back this week. Meanwhile, Travion Henderson, the Patriots rookie running back, exited the game last night due to a concussion. He's now in protocol for the week. We'll see if he's able to make it back this week in time. That'll be a big question as the Patriots try to win that division. And there were a number of key injuries yesterday that obviously will impact teams the remainder of the season. Quinshon Judkins, who was having a great rookie year, out for the year with a fractured ankle. Gardner Minshew placed on season-ending injured reserve, and J.J. McCarthy injured his right wrist, right hand. He's undergoing further tests to determine if and how long he'll be sidelined. If he's sidelined, that would mean Max Brosmer would start on Christmas Day against the Lions. Nothing says Thanksgiving or Christmas Day football quite like Max Brosmer versus the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, it's not exactly how anybody drew it up, but hey, good for Max Brosmer. We'll see what he does. Yeah, exactly. All right, we're inching closer to kickoff of the end of Week 16. Shane Steichen, the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts, coming in here. He's the one that made the call to his buddy Philip Rivers.